Well, let's start with what everybody wants to know.
Oh, God.
Trav, when's the wedding?
Get this guy. I was wondering what he was going to ask.
I didn't know what was coming next.
You guys have faced together in terms, 0-2. How have you guys been handling this new form of adversity?
For us, it's like, don't make it bigger than what it is. Yeah. Know how important it is and that we need to get back on track, but just go back to work, do what we do, and then the results will kind of come in our favor as the season goes on.
Coach, one of the things I've always admired about you is your ability to keep guys accountable, ownership, but you also find ways to let guys be themselves. Let your personality show is one of the phrases I still repeat on a daily basis. What do you think it is about you that gets that out of players?
Yeah, listen, we've got good guys, first of all.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving them guidelines, pretty simple ones. Be on time.
Yes.
Work hard. Be honest.
Yeah.
And then try to stay within those guidelines and then go be you. You want to get the best out of them, and the way they do that is they shine, man. Each guy shines his own shine, and some of them shine a little bit brighter.
I've been meaning to bring this up. Our dad, when he would drop us off at school, he would tell the teacher, he would say, hey, you have full authority to hit this kid if he gets out alive. So just want to let you know, from Papa Kelsey, you do have authority. If this guy can,
That's exactly what you told me at the draft.
Now Selena's married and you're engaged. What sort of witchcraft did you perform at that party before the Kansas City show?
How deranged is that post? I think back on that, I'm like, there's no way. Because if we break it down, like I'm in this picture with a bunch of girls, a lot, not just me and Selena, a few of the other girls found their person right after that.
Wow.
And the fact that it was right before the Kansas City show, where like I'd been like a Happy Independence Day from your local single girlies or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day go and play in Kansas City, not knowing that Travis was going to come to the show. It's unreal. I look back, it's like, it's his birthday, so I'm just thinking about how grateful I am that he exists.
Oh.
And also how happy I am for my friends when they find happiness.
Right.
It's like, it's just like.
Your program has ended. Thanks for listening. Continue exploring the SiriusXM app to discover more from your favorite artists and channels.
The morning mashup is
The mashup's on Hits One. I'm Ryan with Stan and Nicole, and we're so excited to say hello again to our friend Taylor Swift. Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, hi, old friend. How are you?
My goodness.
I wanted to say thank you so much for coming to see the tour.
I mean, obviously, we would miss it. Maybe a couple of us may have gone more than once, just saying.
You know, our producer Ben went to Australia to see you.
Oh my God, thank you so much, you guys. That like means the world to me. That tour is my favorite thing I've ever been a part of in my life. And so like anybody who made the effort to go out and see it, I just really appreciate it.
So The Life of a Showgirl is, it's stupid good. Like, I'm sure you know that, but it's unbelievable. How does one compartmentalize enough to be on the Eras Tour that's spanning every era of your career while also flying back and forth to Sweden to record a whole new era? Like, how were you able to do both of those things?
Oh my God. I think it was just a different type of muscle I was exercising. You know what I mean? Like at that point in the tour, I was on the European leg of it, which was a lot more shows than I had done on the American leg of it. So it was like more shows, less days off. So the physical exhaustion and soreness was at an all-time high at the same time as I was starting to get to do that show with muscle memory. And it took a while for that to happen, because it's a 3.5 hour show. But I was starting to be able to be like, okay, wait, my body's getting more tired. My mind is more able to do this on autopilot, and I never want to do this show on autopilot. So I need to do something to flex these creative muscles and go in there and really exercise that other part of my brain. And what it ended up doing was reinvigorating every single aspect of my life, including the tour, which made me just able to recommit myself to the show even more, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does. Now, speaking of eras, Ryan and Nicole, we were talking the other day, and then we said, you know what, when did we first meet Taylor?
Yeah.
And then we came to the conclusion, I think you were 17, just before you were about to turn 18.
Yeah, you've supported me. You have been so wonderful to me for really my entire formative years into adult life. And I really appreciate it. We had some of the most fun interviews that I've ever had. Like, you guys are the best. Your energy is always so amazing. And like, when I was 17, it wasn't really like people were lining up to talk to me. And you guys did. So that was really big time for me.
You know what else is big time for us? You know, we feel as if like our younger sister's getting married. Right? We really feel that.
Oh my God.
I know it does. And
Thank
you
so much.
can understand this. I mean, before the Swifties, there was the Swifts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we met Papa Scott. And shouts out to Papa Scott. I heard he's feeling great. He's doing great, right?
Yeah, he's
Scott.
doing so great.
Yes.
He's actually, by his own according of it, he's actually at 150% now.
Love that.
So he's actually got too much energy. He's doing amazing. I'm so happy that you know, like it. To contextualize this, my dad had a quintuple bypass surgery over the summer, and like the biggest part of our summer was, as a family, just taking care of him and getting him back to his old self. And he had amazing, you know, medical cares and help and doctors and nurses who, like, I am going to be forever grateful for. But yeah, it's like it recontextualizes what matters to you, honestly.
Yes.
And it really does. And I'm just, thank you for mentioning that, because it reminds me how lucky I am that he pulled through.
Absolutely. You know, speaking about your dad, you know that Ryan, you know how your dad would hand out guitar picks all the time? Ryan
still
keeps
does
one.
that.
I do.
He still does that.
Right here
Ryan
in
has
my
it in
hand.
his wallet to this day.
Oh, next time he sees you, he'll give you the updated ones. He's got new ones. Every time there's a new album that comes out, he gets new guitar picks made so that he can just pull them out of his pocket and throw them or hand them to people at restaurants. This happens everywhere we go.
This one came from Lover.
Yes. Are you ever nervous playing any songs or any of the albums for your parents? Like, I mean, what does your mom's face do when you play Wood for her for the first time? What happens?
I think that she thinks that song is about superstitions, popular superstitions, which it absolutely is.
Oh, Andrea, we love you. You're so sweet.
That's the joy of the double entendre. That song. You can play that song for people, and it just goes right over their head. That song. You see in that song what you want to see in that song.
Right. Taylor Swift's on the Morning Mashup. We're at Morning Mashup on Instagram. And Taylor, we've all been listening to The Life of a Showgirl. And in Father Figure, you talk about sort of like a mentor relationship. But what doors do you think that you've opened for future artists that you're most proud of?
Oh, wow. That's an amazing kind of correlation between the two. For me, really talking about things on the contract side of the music industry feels to me like something I really wanted to do, not just for myself, but if I wanted to do it for myself, I would have done it behind the scenes. But making it everyone's problem, artist ownership and certain contractual issues and kind of royalties for songwriters in the streaming space, that you don't do that loudly unless you're doing it to try to set a precedent. I've been put in I'm in a very lucky position to try to make a difference in those sort of realms that used to be just behind closed doors of our industry. I'm also just a huge fan of a lot of the artists that are coming up right now. Like, honestly, like Sabrina Carpenter is one of my favorite artists. But you also look around and you're like, Tate McRae is amazing. Somber is amazing. Like, there are so many incredible artists right now that I just love listening to. So I guess I'm supporting them by just streaming their music constantly in my house.
Yeah, absolutely.
So talking about your lyrics and your songs, they're always so purposeful and thought out. You are saying something very specific for a very specific reason. How do you decide when to throw in the curse words?
If it, to me, improves the intensity of the moment, or if in terms of syllables or just consonants and vowels, if to me it pops off more. You know, there are certain lyrics that just bounce more. Or if it feels like it's a part of the vernacular of how that character that I'm kind of cosplaying in that song would speak. Like, there are a lot of different reasons you choose to throw in a swear word or like a certain phrase or a sort of alliteration or whatever. But that's what I love so much about songwriting, is those decisions are fun and oftentimes hilarious to make.
You know, I love rewatching the aha moment you had in the studio while recording Getaway Car. Was there a moment like that when you were making this album that you finally had, you know, you thought of this lyric that unlocked the potential of the song?
I think we had that like every single song on this record. You know, it just really, that was the thing. Like, we felt like we were capturing lightning in a bottle with every single one of these songs. And I've honestly never had so much fun making a record. And I've never had so much fun listening to a record I've made. It really just like, it really matches where I am in my life in such a precise and exact way, and just like kind of feels good to have on. So luckily we had that kind of every song.
Ryan was talking about lyrics a little while ago. You actually mentioned your brother in the lyrics, which I love, by the way. And as you mentioned Austin.
So glad you like that.
Yes, I do. And as you mentioned Austin, I want to ask you something. Share with us a core childhood memory that you had with your brother.
Oh my God, we have so many core childhood memories. We we are like best friends now, but we used to get into absolute battles. It was like psychological warfare every single day. We were children. It was like I would try to like get him to like get mad. I'd try to annoy him so much that he like lashed out and try to get him in trouble. It was a nightmare. But then he learned all the sounds that annoy me, right? Like, just like he learned that like if you repeat everything I say back to me when I'm 7 years old, like that's gonna bother me. Like just the sibling stuff that everybody does. But it's crazy. Like we work together now and we're best friends. I don't know what year it happened where we just basically looked at each other and we're like, truce. You're pretty cool.
Well, Taylor,
but just know, like, if you have kids and they're at each other's throats constantly, like, they'll probably grow up and be best friends.
Yeah.
Taylor, we're so happy to talk to you. Before we let you go, though, we have a tradition here of having our previous guests leave a question for the next one.
The question, brother Rich and the famous.
Yours today comes from Ed Sheeran, so here you go.
Oh my God!
Taylor, what is the first photo in your camera reel?
Yeah, I love that. Meaning like he found his old phone, so he's really into this. I saw him a couple days ago and he was talking about having found his old phone. I'm saying this to you as I'm scrolling back.
I mean, I don't even know how long it would take me to get to the first one.
That's a long ways.
Yeah, so like I'm looking back right now and I actually have it's really funny that it was him because I have a picture of him like holding one of my cats. I think this has to be 2013 maybe. I think we're on the Red Tour. I also have some old pictures of me and Max Martin and Shellback, which is really funny because we ended up going back and making another album together.
Yeah, you did.
There's so many cats, but it's back when my cats were like extremely tiny, when they were like hamster size.
Little kittens.
And now they're huge and happy and just happy elderly cats. So that shows you how time flies. Yeah, that's what I got for you.
So, quickly, the lyrics, I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit up my sky up, reminded me of your July 4th post from 2023 where you said Happy Belated Independence Day from your local neighborhood independent girlies. See you tonight, Kansas City. Now Selena's married and you're engaged. What sort of witchcraft did you perform at that party before the Kansas City show?
How deranged is that post?
I think back on that, I'm like, there's no way. Because if we break it down, like I'm in this picture with a bunch of girls, a lot, not just me and Selena, a few of the other girls found their person right after that.
Wow.
And the fact that it was right before the Kansas City show, where like I'd been like Happy Independence Day from your local single girlies or something like that. And then the next day go and play in Kansas City, not knowing that Travis was going to come to the show. It's unreal. I look back, it's like, it's his birthday, so I'm just like thinking about how grateful I am that he exists. And also how happy I am for my friends when they find happiness. Right. It's like, yeah, it's just like Selena was like the most beautiful, not just the most beautiful bride, just like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Just so happy, and she deserves it so much. And you only wish that for people, you know?
Speaking of wishing, we want to wish Travis a very happy birthday.
Yeah.
And speaking about Travis, you know, I don't know if anybody's told you this, but the minute you started dating him, I announced on the air everywhere that this is the one. This is the one.
You knew?
Yes, I did.
I feel like it's not just you. It's like a lot of people who have known me for a very long time. Kind of just clocked it. I don't know. It's one of those things where you guys all just sensed it, and you were right. So you get that.
Thank you.
Gold star for you.
But what I want to know from you is, when was the moment you knew that you fell in love with him?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to just pinpoint that, especially like because it's like because we're on the radio, and I'm just like getting shy all of a sudden. But it's all turned out great, and he's one of those people where as soon as you meet him, you kind of know he's the best, and you kind of know there's no one else on the planet that's ever been even remotely similar to him. He's like one of one. So I hope you get to hang with him sometime, because you'll absolutely love him.
We cannot wait to meet him.
We cannot wait to meet him. We really want to come. Like I said, we feel like our youngest sister's getting married. For real, for real.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Taylor, thank you so much for taking so much time today. We love Life of a Showgirl, and we can't wait to see both you and Travis in the future soon. Thank you so much.
That means the world coming from you guys. Thank you so much, and lots of love to you. Sending you a million hugs, and have a great day.
Okay, you too, love.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Mwah.
Your program has ended.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce announced their engagement on August 26th, 2025, and just days after, a source close to them told People on August 31st that they would not be rushing their engagement era. Taylor and Travis have been in celebration mode ever since the engagement, the insider said. They are not in the wedding planning phase yet. In the week since, Kelce has touched a little on their initial thoughts around the ceremony, and sources have spoken as well about what they are thinking. Here, all we know so far about their plans. Swift and Kelce will take their time before marrying. On August 31st, 2025, a source close to the pair told People that they are in no hurry to have their wedding. Right now, they just want to enjoy being engaged, and they are going to take their time with it, the insider said. It has been a relief not having to keep their engagement, a secret anymore, and they are glad it is out in the open. They will not be having a big public wedding. A source told People on September 9th that the couple has decided against making their wedding public. They want to keep it more private, the insider said. It will definitely be a private affair and not a spectacle. They both have a close circle of friends, and they'll respect their privacy. The couple has already made a decision on wedding music. During the September 17th episode of New Heights, Kelce's guest Jimmy Fallon asked about the couple's planning so far. Are you going to do DJ or band? Are you thinking about all this stuff? Fallon asked. Kelce replied, yeah, I think we're live music kind of people, you know? The choice makes sense given Kelce organizes his Kelce Jam Music Festival and Swift is a performer by trade. Swift has said she wants a destination wedding. While promoting the life of a showgirl, Swift said she wanted to have a destination wedding, though she wouldn't say where yet. You would think that I would have been the type of person who would have obsessed over the idea of a wedding my whole life, she said, but I actually never thought about what I would ever do until I met the person. Kelce said wedding planning with Swift will be easier than playing football. During his September 17th episode, Kelce told guest Jimmy Fallon that wedding planning was the next step for him and Swift. He expressed optimism that the process would not be difficult with his partner. That one's gonna be easy, he said. I just gotta figure out how to win a football game first. At that point, Kelce's team, the Kansas City Chiefs, had lost their first 2 games of the season. Kelce quipped, the wedding will be easy compared to how to fucking catch a goddamn football. They are reportedly planning the wedding for early 2026. A source speaking with Us Weekly on September 19th says that wedding plans have commenced. It's still in the very early planning stages. There is no venue or location set yet, said the insider, adding that the event is likely going to be early next year. She is having so much fun researching venues and locations, the source added. She is in the ideation phase and enjoying it because she's so creative. But the bride is also very far from settling on some of the bigger points, like what she will be wearing when she walks down the aisle. Nearly every major designer has reached out to offer to design her wedding gown, the inside explained. She has been so blown away and overwhelmed and flattered at the same time, but she hasn't made a decision. They added, they don't want to have a big, over-the-top wedding with a ton of people. It will be private with friends and family, not a ton of celebrities or random people. It will be meaningful, and they will be surrounded by people who are special to them. Though the couple is obviously quite famous, the insider stated that they are down to earth and normal, adding, "They aren't the flashy people who want a $20 million fantasy wedding. She doesn't want the pomp and circumstance. It will be more intimate."